oxytocin and social connection is actually directly stimulating the dopamine pathway. I think for many years, all of us, including me, would hear and thought that oxytocin was in the serotonergic pathway, that it was about pair bonding, and it was about some of these neuromodulators that were more associated with things related to feeling good with what we have in the present moment. That's typically what we think of when we think of the opioid system or the serotonergic system. The dopamine system is really about seeking and reward. But in a paper published in 2017 in the journal Science, excellent journal, the paper's titled Gating of Social Reward by Oxytocin, in the ventral tegmental area. You now know what the ventral tegmental area is. It's that area of the mesolimbic pathway. What this paper essentially showed is that oxytocin, social connection, and pair bonding itself triggers dopamine release. And as everyone read this result, we all realized, this makes total sense, that for the evolution of our species, indeed for any species where social connections are important, it's also important to go seek social connections. And so while it's fun to think about pharmacology and underlying neural circuitry and cold water baths and all these different things related to dopamine schedules and reward mechanisms and attaching reward to effort and all the various things that we've talked about today in terms of science and tools and protocols, I'd be remiss if I didn't include description of this result and just emphasize that social connections, close social connections in particular, that evoke oxytocin release. So those are romantic type, those are parent-child type, those are friendship related, and those can even be just friends at a distance related, right? It doesn't actually require skin contact to get oxytocin release. But oxytocin release is central to stimulating the dopamine pathways. So the take-home message there is quite simple. Engage in, pursue quality, healthy social interactions.